Right, on to the next row. First thing to do, clear a space, move the board over and put our next garlic in. Move our labels out of the way. Good. So this is the same as before. And this time our garlic is called Allotment White. Creamy smoothing flavour. We shall see. Once again, break it up. That one breaks a bit easier. Now there's some nice size garlic bulbs. Oh, lots more on this one than the other variety. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 garlic cloves on that. Amazing. So go by the instructions again. It says 4 inches apart, 1 inch deep. And I'd say I'd allow about 8 inches between the rows, which is roughly 20 centimetres. So we'll go there, which is where we are actually. And once again, make sure you plant the garlic the right way up. Flat bit to the bottom, that's the basil plate. And put your first one in. Another 100ml. You actually do this with your fingers. 1 inch down, cover it in. Another 100ml, 1 inch down, put it in. And we carry on there to the end of the row. So, 1 inch down. Oh, what happened to that one? It fell out. Also, by planting 1 inch down, it stops the birds from pulling them out. You can actually see the tip of this one is actually starting to sprout. So we're about the right sort of time, really. Well done. Okay, not to damage the growing tip. This one's a little bit small, but it should catch up. Nearly done with this row now. And a tiny little one left. That's it. That can go on there. Right, as before, we need to mark our label so we know where the rows are, and we'll get on and do that right now, before we've forgotten where they go. So this is garlic, Allotment White. And it's on the first, 15. Mark it in the row. Excellent. And we'll carry on to our next row. So same as before, we'll move the board over We've already dug it, so it's just a matter of spacing and marking. That's it. It's handy to wear the gloves today to keep your hands warm. Obviously you don't want them to get wet now. Right, move the board over and we'll start our next row about 20 centimetres, 8 inches from the previous row. And this one is going to be French garlic germidor. So, once again, take our label off, break the garlic out. Oh, this is good. We've got 3 garlics with this. 3 bulbs for £2.99p. That's really good value. Oh, doesn't want to come apart this one though, but it will do. Let's try another one. There we go, just starting to go. That's strange, that one's rotted out there totally. Right, there. That's it. Peel off the outer casings, compost them. Oh, there's a lovely little shoot coming already. Giving us promise of a bountiful harvest. Well, I'm the only one on the allotment down here today as far as I can see. And there's nearly 100 allotments here. Maybe they'd rather be tucked up indoors. So we're still there. Just cut this away. As you can see, this one's really got lots of cloves on it, so exceptional value for money. Very mild flavour, it says on the packet. And plants in the autumn, so we're a little bit late, but the garlic it's only just started to grow. So once we get it in the ground, I think it's going to rocket away. So many cloves. Well, I'm quite impressed with that one, for the amount. So we get our gloves on, we'll do a bit of planting, put our label on, and that'll be basically done then. Right. So, once again, inch below the surface, 25mm, and 100 centimetres, 100mm apart, which is roughly 4 inches. Careful when you push the bulbs in that you don't damage them. The size of that clove. Oh. That's because it's more than one. Now I think I'm going to make 2 rows of them. Well, I could go back a bit further, I suppose. So I'll go back a bit further. If we have dug it over, don't get to bring our spacing across. And I think we're going to have a bumper year of garlic this year. But I've come to the end of the row and I've still got 1, 2, 3, enough for another half row actually. So I think what I'll do, I'll put another row in next to it. By now you can basically guess what 100mm is, 4 inches, because you've just done a load there. And you can even follow your other line, that's still in line there, so we're not far out. Once again, don't forget the label, very important. And for this one I've got to write 2, or just put it between the 2 and put 2 rows. Help, I've lost my pen. Have I borrowed it? Have I buried it? We'll use this one instead then. Maybe we won't use this one, maybe this one's worn out. Oh, it's in my pocket, that's why I can't find it. So this is French garlic, Germidor. Door, 2 rows, first to the first, 15. There we go. We're really flying along here today. One more row to do. Right, okay, you can still see, okay, so I'm going to move it over again and we're actually going to put in a row of alliums. They're called Purple Sensation. So, move the board over again. All pretty repetitive stuff this. Make sure the rows are straight, that's looking good. That's a lovely sized barrel that is. Right. Measuring tape again, always helps. Now the instructions for this one, Purple Sensation, it says 6 inches deep, 4 inches apart. It says here, late planting in the autumn prevents bulbs from making early shoots which can be damaged by the frost. So maybe it's a good idea to plant it a bit late. Bulbs look quite healthy, no sign of rotting. So, first one, long way down, 6 inches. We're about to get cramped. There we go. Just straighten your leg there a little bit. Yeah. Now this one says 6 inches, so there we are, 6 inches. Nice deep hole. Make sure the bulb's facing upright. Put it to the bottom. Okay. And again. And obviously if you plant the bulb at the right depth, then it's going to support itself when the actual flower emerges. Because they are quite tall plants, these. Huge great flower heads. Roots are just starting to grow on the base plate there. Just hope it's not too wet in this part of the allotment for these. We do have a problem with drainage here. Very bad problem. But as you can see, the ground is digging beautifully. Now, how many have we got left here? 1, 2, 3. Well, they've gone rotten. So we've got, that one's rotten. So we've got 2. I might chance putting another one on the end here, a little bit closer than it should be. And one of that. Same as before, put the label in so you know what it is. Right. So we know it's Purple Sensation. That's it. Well, I think that's a good start. Oh, look at that. Now I don't know where that garlic has come from, so I'm not going to plant that. Not in this bed anyway. Well, that's a good start for 2015. We've got 1, 2, 3 separate lots of garlic in, and a row of allium onions, which are basically for decoration. And now I think it's time to have a well-earned cup of tea. We'll go and put the kettle on. Obviously we'll do a little bit of tidying up here afterwards. into the shed. Look at that lovely marrow there. Oh, it's a gorgeous. Right, so we're in the shed now. These are some onions which we stored from last year, and obviously we're going to go and get the cooker out and a saucepan to boil some water in to make some tea. Obviously we have always have tea bags in the shed, coffee in the shed, milk, coffee. So we'll get the brew on and we'll get back to you.